Welcome everyone to today's episode of From Fútbol to Football. And it's a special one because I'm joined by one of my good friends, Iker González de Garibay, a coach, consultant and trainer specialising in mental performance, leadership and team development in high performance environments. Iker has over 20 years experience working in professional sport, including roles with Baskonia and Deportivo Alavés, before transitioning into coaching and creating his own project, Discover Your Flow, where he works with athletes, teams, and organizations to develop their mental and emotional performance. He is also a certified coach at the highest level with the International Coaching Federation, a university professor, and has worked with professional players both in Spain and internationally, including environments such as Watford Football Club. In this conversation, we're going to explore the mental and emotional side of performance in football, how coaches can better understand themselves and their players, and why developing the person behind the player is key, especially when working in international environments. I hope you enjoy today's episode. Iker, thanks so much for coming on the show today. Look, we're going to start with your personal journey, if that's okay.
Okay, thank you very much for the invitation. Mike, it's a huge pleasure for me to be with you. As you know, you are one of my special ones, and especially it's great to have the opportunity to say thank you, okay, for all your support, okay, to be close to me in this beautiful journey that I'm living from 7 years ago.
Oh, mate, absolutely. And I think everyone will get a lot out of this episode today because you have had quite a journey until now, and it's just going to get better. So to start with, mate, you spent many years working in professional sport in a marketing and leadership role before moving into coaching. So I would love to know, what was the turning point for you?
Thank you very much for asking. It's great to have the opportunity, okay, to revise, to revise in this time my own story. I began very young in the sports industry. I studied journalism. I was in Deportivo Alavés in the communication department from 1999 to 2003, and later I moved to Barcelona. I come back and I began in Baskonia in 2008. And probably the point was, okay, the same like a lot of head coaches. I had a lot of knowledge about in this case was sponsorship, but I haven't tools to manage people, to understand the different mental maps, the different behaviors. Very important is about emotional intelligence, communication skills. The soft skills, from my point of view, are the hard skills, okay? And probably the point was, coming back to your question, how I'm going to manage people, to manage 64 games between basketball and football, to manage 6 people, to manage 100 sponsorship deals. If I have areas to improve, speaking about my self knowledge and my self leadership, because the first point that I want to share is, okay, you first need to increase in your own leadership, and later, okay, to leader to do leadership for others.
Very good answer, mate.
Thank you very much.
Dude, that was a great answer with your English too. I would love to know as well, you were talking about, this is just in case some people listening have never done this type of work before, and you mentioned soft skills. You said soft skills are the hard skills. Just for in case there's someone listening or watching who doesn't quite know what soft skills refers to, can you just tell us what are soft skills?
Because from my point of view, sometimes we are on the pitch, we train corners, we train penalties,
Yeah.
no?
Yeah,
Or we
absolutely.
train other kind of things,
Yeah.
okay, that are in charge with a productive
Yeah.
way on the pitch. But speaking about the soft skills is to train empathy, to create a psychological space in the locker room. Speaking about better ways or ways to be more effective to communicate with others. How we are going to manage the conflicts, because the conflicts are different ways to see the reality. Okay, this kind of skills, okay, to be more assertive, to be more empathy, to be more respect with others, and especially that nowadays in the same team you have a lot different people that born in 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 all the world, and they have different mental maps, okay, to identify the reality. You need to adapt your your knowledge like a head coach, okay, to to touch their brains and their hearts. This is a very important way if you want to or if you want to go one step further in your manage skills, it's necessary to touch the players' hearts and the players' brains, and all are different. They all have different buttons to touch, to activate.
I'm telling you, from at least from my point of view and my past with playing football, that is 100% true for me. Because when I was a player, the coaches that could touch my heart, I would run through brick walls for those coaches, you know. And the ones that didn't, I just felt a disconnect with them all the time. I didn't feel like I had that trust with them, you know, 100%. So
thank you very much for saying.
No, it's great. It's really good what you just said, man. And I'd love to know to touch, because I'm sure a lot of coaches are now listening to this thinking, that's really good, but how do I touch a player's heart? Like, how can I touch a player's heart?
Yeah.
I'd love to know.
Probably when you are study, okay, to be a head coach in football, in basketball, you invest a lot of time in in different issues about technical, tactical, physical, nutrition, but you need to do this work extra. You need to invest extra, because the psychologist, the science of the soul, is another, and from my point of view, is the best way, okay, to create a great cohesion between the players. Okay? For example, we are in April, and if we check all the teams that, for example, are in the first division or the second division in Spain, the teams that are in the relegation positions, probably they are talent. Probably they know to play, but probably the 80% of the problems in a team is not the speaking about process, it's speaking about talent, it's speaking about relationship between ones and others. And apart from that, it's very important to create self-knowledge in the locker room, to have when is my time to be and when is my time to play. And thanks to create, from the coach's point of view, the coaches, or sorry, for psychologists point of view, thanks to that we create a safe psychological space, okay, to train in these skills. that are very important because if I ask for all the people that are following this interview, what means respect for you? Probably we have a lot of different of answers, and it's necessary, to identify. Okay, for example, in this interview, your point of view is different than mine. You are looking at the room in a different way that me,
100%.
and it's necessary to invest, in quality time. From my point of view, the magic keys are. My propose when I do a team coaching session is to after the session to know a little bit more who I am, to know a little bit more who is this guy that is close to me in the locker room, and to create a great we, especially, and it's necessary to repeat it when it's my time to be and when it's my time to do.
That's great. Oh man, what you just said made me think, okay, firstly guys, that was really, really important. Those three keys, know a little bit more about who I am, who this person next to me is, and create a great we with that team. Like, those are three great keys. I love that. And that's, if you can get that from a session, I think that's fantastic time being spent. The other thing, when you said knowing when to be and knowing when to play, it just makes me think of in the really great teams that I've been in, when there's been a great atmosphere, even when you don't play and you're on the bench, which is very difficult for players to be on the bench, you still feel like you're part of the team, like you're supporting the team. And that is, like, if you can create that with a team, that is, wow, something very difficult to do, but it's amazing.
Like Steve Iker said, sounds like a paradox. But it's great. How do you want to be treated? How to do when you are playing?
Oh man,
do it.
Wow,
do it. If you want to change, for example, for you guys, if you want to change your family, your team, your neighborhood, your friends, the first point is to change yourself first. Change is like a chess game. You have to do the first movement. And it's necessary to invest in quality time to practice, to practice in communication skills, how we are going to resolve problems, especially when the things are not aligned with the result that we thought, when we began in the pre-season or in the pre-season.
Mate.
You understand what I mean?
100%. 100%, because things change.
Sorry for my right?
No, but this is, mate, I understand exactly what you're saying, and it's absolutely true, because everyone has a plan. It's like Mike Tyson used to say, everyone has a plan till you get punched in the face. Now, what that means is, for a football coach, you have this great plan in pre-season, but things change always during the season, and you have to be adaptive. You have to be able to deal with these situations.
And for example, now you have to be more focused than 90 minutes because the games now are playing around 100 minutes, 105 and 6, and it's true that you are playing, you are with a lot of stress, and if you increase your self-awareness, speaking about emotions, how can I use the energy that the frustration has, to put or to create from my brain a bridge, to connect with pride, with joy, with sure, with I can. All these things it's necessary, from my point of view, speaking about the inner game, it's necessary to practice.
Oh my God! Could you? That's a really good. I like that one. So build a bridge from say frustration to joy, for example.
To joy and to especially when you are playing, the frustration to pride.
To pride. Okay.
To pride. To do this.
Yeah. Okay. To feel like proud of yourself. To have pride in what you do. Could you give us, if it's possible, if you can think of one now, if you can't, don't worry, but like a real life example maybe of how you could, if you're feeling frustrated, build that bridge? Like what is a way that you could change your mind to get to pride from a frustrating situation?
Can I play with you?
Yeah, please.
Okay.
Yeah, please.
Okay, for example, tell for your listeners a time that you felt strong, with a full of resources, and with a lot of confidence. Okay, teaching a class, or doing or doing an interview like with me today.
Yeah, fantastic.
Okay.
Oh, thank you.
Okay. Take this moment.
Yeah, I've got it. Yeah.
Okay.
I've got it.
And now, how you can use it the next time that you will feel frustrated doing a class or doing an interview?
Wow. Oh man. Okay. In my head, straight away, I'm very visual, and I think a lot of the coaches watching are very visual.
It's very important to know if your players are more visual, are more active listening, or they need to practice on the pitch, okay, to to remember the action.
Yeah.
Sounds different.
This is fantastic. Well, I'm different. In this case, I'm visual.
Continue.
If I'm a player, then I'll be the visual player, absolutely. And I just see myself in this class with the students around, and I'm standing up. My body language is like my shoulders are back. I feel very relaxed but very happy. I have a lot of energy. I'm laughing, I'm smiling, and this is how I feel in this strong moment. Now, if I'm frustrated, the next time I'm frustrated, and I'm sure my body language is not good, and for players it would be the same. They're hunched over, the body language.
Thanks to come this, because, for example, if you change your body language and you put more right, okay, your view is up, okay, thanks to that, your brain is only to feel more comfortable, not to be, okay?
Yeah, it's a very quick trick.
Or for example, to drink a water.
Yeah.
To drink a water, to think, especially for the head coaches, to think, okay? To respond, not to react, okay? This is very important, because our brain is programming to survive, not to feel joy.
Yeah.
It's programming to survive. Exactly. Thanks to that, it's very important from my point of view. I love this profile. I love my purpose of life. But I strongly believe that it's necessary to invest in quality time to train in this inner game.
I agree.
It's inner game. It's to train for emotional and mental point of view. Yeah. Okay. Wow. In individual sessions and in group sessions.
Yeah, this is great, man. I would love to know, man. Like, this is fantastic. Oh, man, I'm loving it.
Thank you very much.
I'm absolutely. Thank you for your time, man, for sharing this with us. I would love to know now. Just, I'm going to go off on a tangent here, a little bit different, but just speaking about English, okay? Because I think people that are watching this or listening to this can see you're very fluent in English now. You've got a lot of confidence when you speak English.
Thank you very much. No. It's thanks to you.
Yeah, but this is true, man. You've got a great presence in English, and you can tell that
we did a great job, Mike. Mate, we did a great job.
Absolutely,
we know it.
Mate, absolutely. And something that I love when I see you speak English is that your personality comes through in English. And a lot of coaches, a lot of people, when they speak in another language, they feel like they can't be themselves. They don't have their personality that they have in Spanish. So I would love to know some advice that you would give to coaches struggling with confidence in English or just in communication in general. Like, how do you do it, man? Like, what is the trick? Like,
well, thank you very much for this question. First of all, I want to say thank you, apart from you, to my most special head coach. Okay, like Mike knows, confidentiality for me is very important. It's very important. Well, it's very important.
For me too, yeah.
And we can speak about one team that I was working 2 seasons in UK, but speaking about this head coach, okay, is confidential. And I felt afraid. I felt afraid to speak in English. It's true, and I'm going to hack my vulnerability. Okay, I felt totally afraid. Okay, but step by step, I was creating, okay, my specific vocabulary with Mike. We were creating at the same time the team coaching sessions, the workshops, facilitation system sessions for this team in English together. And thanks to Mike, I discovered one thing that I know it. The 90% of communication is body language communication. Is your energy, okay? You have to train to have the basics, especially speaking about other language. But if you put the focus not in the things that you don't know to know it, or to tell it, you put focus, okay, in the things that you think sure. If you put focus, okay, into create another way to express your ideas. Probably I don't know to say that this is a word, but is black. Say black. Okay, this thing that is black, something like this. But sometimes, like your players, it's necessary to someone believe in you to do something before you be ready to do it. And it was my situation. Thanks to this head coach, okay, he said to me, Iker, from now, all the facilitation workshops is necessary to do in English, because the locker room language is English, okay? And thanks to that, I felt brave, okay, to jump, because I was jumping in a weekly plan with Mike, and after 2 seasons, that the players know me, and the most important thing is the idea, the dynamic, the light that you are put it in practice for others, for them, okay, to discover something that they have in their inner game. More or less is...
No, 100%, mate. And the thing I would love to just focus on 2 things you said there, which I completely agree with, 100%. When you said, basically, if someone's trying to communicate or speak in English and they're not feeling that confident, the most important thing, or one of the most important things definitely, is the body language and the energy. If someone has great body language, great energy, they're smiling, they have a good vibe, then, man, it makes up for all the mistakes that they could make, you know? And if you can't find, what you said as well, if you can't find the word, don't get stuck on that word. Just think of another way to say it.
I totally agree with you.
That thing that's black, that thing that's white. Like, that's a great way to do it. Fantastic advice, man. I agree. Completely.
Thank you very much, Mike.
Man.
Thank you very much.
Oh, absolutely. I've only got a few more questions.
It's easier with you close to me.
Oh, mate, I love it. Dude, I love it. This is great. It's good for me. This is good for me, man. This is a great session for me, man. Okay, so I'd love to know just a few more things, and then I'm going to respect your time.
Okay.
So, number one, cause maybe some coaches are now listening to this and they're like, this sounds great. I'd love to start training my mindset. How can someone start training their mindset if they've never done it before? Where should they start? What would be your advice if someone's listening and I want to do this?
Wow. Probably to decide to start.
That's a good.
I want to start.
Yeah.
Probably the first point is to say to myself, I want to start. My advice, to study something about leadership, okay? Because nowadays, the most difficult issue is that in every different situation, with every different player, it's necessary to use a different leadership style. This is the point number two. Number one. The point number two, from a point of view, is to study something about neuroscience. Neuroscience, because everybody knows them, but in every locker room you have some Cristianos, some Neymars, some Iniestas, and some Toni Kroos. Okay, but it's necessary to invest time. Okay, not only in neuroscience, in their behavior, the magic words to touch their brains and their heart. Don't touch their fears. What are the more powerful questions, okay, to activate these different styles, okay? The third point, from a point of view, is to invest in emotions, okay? In all different press conference, we listen something like, okay, the teams are like emotions roller coaster. It's true, but we need to, okay, to invest time to use the emotions, okay, in our favor. But the umbrella that is necessary to work, from my point of view, okay, to use all these 3 points in a more wisdom way, is to know yourself first. To know what is your saboteur.
The saboteur,
okay?
yeah. If you don't
the
know
fucking voice, the saboteur. What are my values? Visualize myself in a better way, in a more wisdom position, okay? It's necessary to invest time, okay, to know yourself first. The self-knowledge is a superpower. The knowledge is a power, but the self-knowledge is a superpower. Probably this is more or less my advice.
I agree, but I would like to add something here, guys. Iker's absolutely right. Yeah, it's a journey. You need to study leadership, neuroscience. It's about personal development. It's about all these things. But there is a quicker way to do it. And Iker's not going to say it, but I'm going to say it for him. Working directly with Iker is the quickest way to get all of this information.
Thank you very much.
It is. It's like a cheat code working with you, man. You're not going to mention it because I know it's, the confidentiality, but Iker's worked with a lot of really great players, great teams that you would know if he mentioned them, and he's had great success with all of them. Like, anyone that knows Iker and has worked with him, if you have the pleasure to speak to them, they will only speak really highly of Iker. He's a great coach.
Thank you very much.
Guys,
it's very kind of you.
No, and you can thank me later if you start working with him. Thank me later, guys. So we'll wrap it up now, Iker, because it's been fantastic, and I don't want to waste more of your time. But you have your own business, which is Descubre tu flow.
Discover your flow.
Yeah, discover your flow.
Discover your flow.
Exactly. In English, this is it. This is exactly right, man. And I would love to know, what are you focusing on right now with the business? Like, what is your objective at the moment?
Yeah, and now, as you know, okay, I'm working with different players that are in different clubs, with different clubs, with different companies. Probably one of the best things that I have thanks to all my career is that and one of champions football club said to me, the human resources director said to me, is, Iker, you have the opportunity to put in practice all that you were doing after these 7 years in a club, okay? Because you have the opportunity to do executive coaching. You have to do workshop for workers. You have to work with head coaches that are playing on the pitch or managing on the pitch. You have the opportunity to be with teenagers that in some years they are going to play in the first division. I don't know, really I don't know, but I strongly believe that I need a great moment, okay, to put in practice all these skills, experience in a club. But I don't know.
Absolutely. And speaking about this, I'd love just to interrupt you, sorry, for a second. So if someone that's listening to this wants to contact you, where can they find you? What's the best way?
Thanks to LinkedIn, they have all my information, my phone, my email address, okay? It's very easy to contact me, okay? Or if they want to check discoveryourflow.com, but it's very easy. And you have my mobile, only have one, okay? And I totally open to go with. You know, I prefer use go with, don't use help, because I have to, or in this side we have to ya me estoy empezando a cansar. I have to have all the questions, and the players, the teams have all the answers. Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. No, perfect. And Iker, man, thank you so much for your time today, dude. Like, I could be speaking to you about this for like the whole day if I could, but we will have more time, and maybe we can get you back on.
I felt very comfortable. Thank you very much to have the opportunity to speak with you. In the same way that we speak every week. One more time, thanks to you, thanks to this head coach, okay, to push me, and now I have the opportunity to say we started together, okay, to train in English skills when I was sponsorship activate director in Baskonia and Alavés group, and we come back, okay, when I started to work with Watford in UK, and thanks to you, all was amazing with the players that I was working in this club.
I had the Watford questions as well, and because it's just the things you say are like interest me so much. I go off on a tangent every time, and so I have to get you
in
back
the second chapter.
please,
in the second chapter,
please.
Okay,
And guys, I'm sorry. The second time I will ask him about Watford, the players, and everything there. I promise. Okay. So, but I'm sure this conversation today will help a lot of coaches and just people in general realize, man, it's not just about
from
tactics.
the bottom of my heart.
Man, thank you, because it's not just about tactics or technique, and it's about understanding yourself and the people around you.
The inner game.
Mate, absolutely. Man. Well, we wish you all the best with Discover Your Flow, and thanks again, mate.
Thanks to you.